Well, hey there, how's it going? It's Jonny K with Rock 96.7, and we are in for a treat today. You know him as Mr. Lahey in the Trailer Bark Boys. We got him on the lines right now. He is the liquor, John Dunsworth. How you doing?
Pretty good. This is John speaking. They call me Johnny Rock, too.
Right on. And so I was going to say, you clarified it is John we're talking to. Will Mr. Lahey make any appearance at all, or are we strictly talking to John?
You can just you end it off with John. All you have to say is Mr. Lahey, and I go, "What? Hey, Johnny, baby, let's have a drinky poo."
I like it a lot. Sounds good. Okay, so I know right now you're out in California. What are you up to on a Friday afternoon out in California?
I didn't even know it was Friday, and we're in Seattle.
Oh, in Seattle. I was misinformed.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Seattle. And we just came from Oregon, and it's so unbelievably. I drove all along up to Mount Washington, and you have the most beautiful country, I tell you, man.
And were you in a good state to drive?
Oh, listen, you talking to Mr. Lahey?
If Mr. Lahey was behind the wheel, yes.
Well, you see, the thing is, if you put on your four-way flashers and you drive in reverse, no one will bug you.
I would not get in your path if that was the case, if I was in the area. So let's talk a little bit about the show. You just finished up your 10th season fairly recently. I know 11 season. Season 11 is in the works. In this last season, you had some pretty big stars, Snoop Dogg, Jimmy Kimmel, Doug Benson, to name a few. What was it like interacting with them and having them on the show?
I don't usually pay too much attention to, star power. I'm a small-town boy, but I really enjoyed Snoop Dogg, I have to say. He was a gentleman. I didn't expect as much. I thought he'd be a hood with, a six-shooter going around blasting the park and getting in trouble with Ricky. But he was a real gentleman and intelligent, and except for the chauffeur of his limo opening the door and then falling flat on his ass because of some smoke cloud emanating from the car. I mean, other than that, everything was copacetic.
And in season 11, the smoke cloud will have cleared by then?
Well, I'm not going to tell you about season 11, except for that for my money, it's the best season yet.
That's what we like to hear. And speaking of season 11, and I know there's been some cast changes are rumored to be made. How is that kind of going to affect the show, and what kind of direction do you see it going in? Well,
I don't know, for those listeners who saw season 10 and liked it, you'll like season 11 more, because we're moving a little bit more back toward the roots. There's a simplicity in the trailer park community, and when you try to extrapolate and maybe enter the rest of the world, it makes it has an agenda or a political kind of overview that trailer park doesn't need. I mean, the characters involved represent the stereotypes that we deal with. There's the power mongers and like Jim Lahey, who's a little bit of a megalomaniac, homosexual, ex-trailer park, cop. And then you got Julian, who's the Trumpian influence, and then you got Ricky, who's the Taliban. And then you got Randy, who's the, hoi polloi and the rank and file and everybody who sits back and watches TV and can't find the remote.
Right on. So speaking a bit more about your viewers, I mean, obviously you guys are based in Nova Scotia, and just based on your interactions with your cult followers, your faithful listeners, what's kind of the difference between some of your Canadian fans and the American fans here in the States?
Well, the thing is it's hard to tell the difference. I think that the American fans are a little bit more reverential, believe it or not. Canadian fans will walk up and slap Randy on the belly or shove a drink in my face, but American fans will say, Randy, can I touch your belly? Yeah, and when they offer me a drink in Canada and I say I don't drink, they say, "Oh man, lack of respect, man."
Oh.
And in the U.S. they say, "Whoa, you could have fooled me, sir."
Yeah, and speaking of that, I mean, yeah, the fact that you're really not much of a drinker, which goes completely against what Mr. Lahey's all about. How do you get in that kind of a mindset? I mean, it's such a convincing drunken role. I mean, what goes through your mental process to put on a performance like that?
Well, I trained in the theater over 40 years ago, and
that might have something to do with it. Yes.
I think variety is the spice of life, and that if you keep changing things up, people can't see the it's the seeming truth, the verisimilitude. If you don't let people get a beat on you, they can't tell if you're bullshit. Like Donnie Trump, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So that's
here's Randy just came in. He's got a cheeseburger in his hand. He went out for lunch, and why don't you say hi to Randy for a minute? I'll put you on speaker.
There you go.
Randy, can you hear me?
Who are you talking to, Mr. Lahey? You're talking to Johnny Rock. His last name's Rock? No, that's his call sign. He's hard like a rock, Randy.
Randy, what's going on?
Not much, Rock. What are you doing?
I'm trying to talk with you guys, trying to talk to either John or Mr. Lahey, whichever one seems to pop up. What are some of your thoughts? I mean, coming up with season 11, can you give us any little spoilers, any little tidbits on what we can expect?
Yeah, well, you got to always put your food and leftovers in the fridge, or it will get spoiled. And Randy, he's not asking about your lifestyle. He's asking about season 11. But I don't usually have leftovers, so I don't have a lot of spoilers. Randy, we're not talking about food. What are we talking about? We're talking about, this is Johnny Rock. He wants some inside scoop or information. He was just bummering me about who scoops of raisins and Raisin Bran cereal. You're not supposed to promote product. He was asking me about Good Ruckus, the Snoop Dogg, Randy. Oh, Mr. Snoop Dogg. Yeah, it was Mr. Snooperton. Mr. Snooperton. It's not Snooperton. Yes, it is. That's a town, Mr. Lahey. There's no Snooperton. Yes, there is. It's right next to Charlieville.
Well, Randy, let me ask you then. What was your impression of Sir Mr. Snoop Dogg?
He was very, very tall. And he knows how to rap.
He's got that going for him, yeah.
And he likes wacky tobacco. Yeah.
Wacky tobacco. He is all about that.
And he taught Randy and me how to rap.
Not to put you on the spot a little too much, but I mean...
Hey, I'm going downtown, Randy. Downtown? Yeah. I'm going to buy a bag of chips. Yo, eat chips. Yeah. I'm going to get some Wrigley's gum, yo. Chew it up. Yeah.
Randy, you're killing it.
Listen, we can rock it with the best of those little... We're so good. Yeah, we wear our pants on the ground.
Oh, absolutely. And are we going to get any bit of that when you guys come to Bloomington at the Castle Theater? Is that part of your act?
Yeah, we do it all. We're going to a castle? We are, Randy. I'm on the parapet. Is there a princess? Yeah, there's a drawbridge and a moat. Is there alligators, or are they? Is it the Loch Ness Monster? That's a moot point, Randy. We're going to see when we get there. We got to have some surprises. Well, we do skits, we do songs, we do audience participation, we invoke the spirit of William Shakespeare, and we talk about your outgoing president, Osama Obama, and what a wonderful job he's done for the country.
Very good. So that's most of the show details there. A little bit of stand-up from either of you two?
No, we don't do that. We don't. Yeah, right. Well, in the mornings when you get up, you got a wood on, a pea wood. Stands right up like a teepee.
Oh, boy. Well,
Johnny,
yes.
Would you get with the program here, bud?
This is all stuff that I think I'll have to see for myself when you guys come to Bloomington.
Well, listen. Is there any stand-up? What the crumbos do you think? Well, Mr. Lahey, you fall down a lot. That's the truth. Who hasn't fallen down and peed themselves in their own driveway, Randy? No, it's okay. I'm sort of... Mr. Lahey's 6 out of 10 drunk right now, Johnny. Yeah, I'm channeling your calm demeanor, and I'm sort of going I'm going to sleep, Johnny.
Sorry, I'm trying to spice it up a little bit, but I think we got a lot of good info here. I'm pretty much out of questions that I personally have for you guys. Any particular questions for me?
Yeah, how old are you, Johnny?
I am 26.
You married?
Absolutely not.
You like a little drinky poo?
I do enjoy a drinky poo or two. I'm at work, though. I can't have anything right now, but...
I didn't say right now, but if you come to the show, Randy and I'll stand you a couple tall ones.
I would absolutely love that.
Good. Which way do you swing? I mean, are you binomial? Or are you, what's the new terminology? LBCT? What is it, Randy?
No, I don't. I stay on the side. I like the ladies.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to be exclusive now, Johnny, baby. Yeah, and if you find one named Barb, tell her to frig off.
Yeah. Well, both of you, Mr. Lahey, Randy, it's been a pleasure talking to you. We look forward to seeing you at the Castle Theater. It's October 16th. That's a week from Sunday. Any closing remarks for the fans out there?
Yeah, cheeseburgers, drink liquor, smoke some dope. Thank you.
You heard it right there. Well, Mr. Lahey, Randy, we thank you for jumping on the phone and chatting with me, and hope you guys have a good rest of your trip. We look forward to seeing you here in Bloomington.
Thank you very much. Bye for now.
All righty, you guys have a good one.